Hello, this is Rich. This is lesson 3. Now let's go ahead and start installing stuff. Let's go ahead and let's navigate over to Arduino.cc and let's get your Arduino software and drivers, and then let's go over to Scratch for Arduino and let's go ahead and install Scratch for Arduino. Now this is Arduino.cc. Remember, we'll go here and we'll go to download. And if I ever go fast, you can always stop and rewind and replay these. And then we'll download this, either Mac or Windows, or if you got Linux, they got that version too. Then we'll go ahead and go over to the Scratch for Arduino at this web address. I'll also have links on our little lessons that you'll be able to just click and it'll open these up. This is where that'll take you to the Scratch for Arduino project, and then you'll go over here to Downloads, and you'll click Downloads, and then you'll follow these steps. Now, the step I want to walk us through, this is going to assume you've already gone to Arduino.cc and got the drivers, but we need to install a little piece of it's called firmware on the board. So once you have your Arduino board, you'll plug it in, and once you have the Arduino software, you'll plug it in, and it'll look like this. This is what your Arduino software will look like right here. And once you get more advanced, and I'll have another class after this one that will talk a little bit about an interface like this for doing text-based programming, where Scratch is kind of this block-based visual programming. You can also do text-based programming. And this is going to walk us through putting this firmware on our Arduino. So we're going to do that. And right here it says download the latest firmware. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to give us a whole lot of gibberish once it brings it up. And really all I want to do is select all the text in this little gibberish window. We don't really care what it says right now, but I want to select all of it. Then I'm going to go back to my Arduino environment that we would have installed and paste that in there. And this is going to be all the text, all the firmware that's going to go to the sketch, to our actual hardware. Now, when our Arduino is plugged into the USB port, you'll notice your Arduino does have this little USB jack, and that'll be in your Arduino. It'll have that cord. You'll plug the big end into this side, the little end into your computer, and then that'll make that connection once you have your Arduino software loaded up here. And then once you've pasted all this in from our little firmware link, remember, we've copied, selected it, we've brought up our Arduino little software here, and we're going to paste it in, and then we're going to click this verify. We're going to verify it and add it to our board. Now, once it's added to the board, we can go ahead and take this, and you'll see messages. You'll see messages right down in this box right here. It'll say sketch uploaded. And so that's how you know it's uploaded to your board. Now we can go ahead and then you can go ahead and close that. You'll never need that again, as long as you're doing the Scratch for Arduino class anyway. And so once you have that, you'll go ahead and fire up Scratch for Arduino. And remember, Scratch for Arduino we will have gotten here, and you can download. Here, let me bring this up. You will have gotten right here. And once I've gone there, we'll have selected Downloads, and it gives us the Windows, Mac, and Linux version 2. So in my case, I've got Mac. So I've downloaded the Mac version. And the Mac and Windows version will both look the same, though. They'll both look exactly the same. And it'll look like this. So we will have gone ahead and downloaded Arduino here, uploaded our firmware, and loaded up our Scratch for Arduino And we're going to go ahead and in the next lesson get started with our very first project, which is a little LED project. So if we go back here, we're going to create a little simple LED blinking script. So let's make sure that you've gone to Arduino.cc right here, right there, that you've downloaded, click download, and you've gotten the proper version for your computer, whether you have a Windows or a Mac, and that you've gone and got the Scratch for Arduino version, and that we've downloaded the firmware and we've connected our Arduino to the board, and we've uploaded the firmware to our board using our little Arduino software here. And then once we've done that, we can close, and then we'll just have open our Scratch for Arduino after that, with our Arduino still plugged in. Now you'll want to remember you don't want Scratch for Arduino and your Arduino software both running, because your Arduino board will only look for one of these. It won't connect to both. It'll only connect to one at a time. So you'll want to go ahead and close Arduino and keep open the Scratch for Arduino piece, so that your board will recognize that. And if you ever have problems with it not connecting to Scratch for Arduino when you know the sketch has been uploaded, the firmware, go ahead and close and restart, and then unplug your Arduino and replug it back in, and you'll get the connection. So that is our third little lesson, and next we're going to go ahead and plug in and create a blinking LED script.